Hi everyone, welcome to Morocco, welcome to Agadir, and welcome to the Iberostar Founty Beach Hotel. Now, over the past couple of years, we've been doing some winter sun holidays for a bit of much needed vitamin D top up. Last year was Madeira, and this year we're here. There's 6 of us all together, so there's me, the wife, 2 children, along with the in-laws. And this year we decided to try an Easyjet All Inclusive to see if a low-cost airline could deliver a quality package holiday experience. So I'm going to talk through the entire Easyjet process. I'm going to go through the hotel, look at the facilities, the room, the food, hopefully the local area, and possibly an excursion or two. Now, I decided not to cover the airport or the actual flight because, quite frankly, Luton Airport is Luton Airport, and an Easyjet flight on an A319 for 3.5 hours isn't particularly exciting or interesting. So when it comes to the communication piece from Easyjet, everything is done through the Easyjet app, emails, and also text messages as well. So since we booked the package back in August, everything has been consistent, clear, and pretty easy to understand, I would say. I even got a text at 6:30 AM on the day of the flight to wish us a great holiday and all the contact details should we need it. We booked the transfers as part of the holiday as well, and get this, a 40-minute private transfer from Agadir Airport cost an extra £1 each. Just £1 each, which is ridiculous value for money. And what I'm going to do at the end of the video is give you a total cost and a breakdown of how much it works out to be per person per night, because I think you may be surprised on how cheap this can be. Now, if you didn't already know, I'm going to be up front and say I'm still fairly new to YouTube, so I am going to do my best to give you as much information as possible without making it too drawn out or boring. And with that, actually, I'd really appreciate any constructive comments as to what you would like to see in future videos, because I want these things to be of value to viewers. Essentially, I want you to tell me what you want to see, rather than me putting out content of what I think you want to see. When you arrive at the hotel and walk up the steps for the first time, you can't help but be impressed by the immaculately presented courtyard and that rather impressive looking fountain in the middle. And one thing you will have to do as you are greeted by the security guard is give him the name on the reservation. We booked this hotel because we really like the look of the Moroccan influence within the design of the building. I believe it was built in 2003 and had a partial renovation in 2013. It comprises of 470 rooms over 3 floors. I just wanted to give you a quick walk around the main areas. I love the fact that when you walk into the reception that you are greeted with 4 huge pillars designed in an authentic Zalige style, and that the roof is so high with the lanterns hanging down from the ceiling. The floor carries on the theme and is always spotlessly clean. On the right as you enter the building, and straight in front of us there is the reception area, and it's worth noting at this point that you do have to pay a tourist tax on arrival, which can only be paid in euros or dirham. This particular hotel, it works out to about £1.50, I believe, per person per night, but doesn't apply to children under 12. There's a really cool Moroccan tea station on the left where you can help yourself to mint tea all day. You can drink it to your heart's content. And beyond that is the Orion Bar, which is open from 9 AM to midnight every day. There's a self-serve cold and hot drinks machine, as well as a water dispenser with a couple of flavours of infused water as well. You'll be able to order soft drinks, beer, cocktails and wine from the guys at the bar, who, by the way, are all incredibly friendly. Hello. This shot does give you a really good idea of how high that ceiling is in the reception. As we move outside, this is the main outdoor seating area, and bearing in mind it does get very busy in the evening with people either having pre or post dinner drinks. There's usually some live music going on as well, and some dancing too, of course facilitated by the entertainment team. Moving down these stairs, we come into the main outside area of the hotel, and just before we continue, I have to mention how pristine the grassed areas of the hotel are, which includes the bushes and the plants too. I think, certainly for me personally, makes a massive difference to the overall feel of the hotel. And I also love the amount of palm trees that are there as well. It made for some great pictures at sunset. And then directly under the seating area above is the Star Camp Kids Club, which is open daily from 10 AM to 12 PM. And if you are into your fitness, of course, there is a gym, although it is a little bit hidden. So just to the right of the kids club is this corridor, which you follow down round to the right, and the gym is there alongside the table tennis table. It's not a bad gym at all. It's not particularly big, but all the equipment is techno gym, all looks well maintained, and actually looks quite new as well. I also forgot to mention there is an on-site shop too, just to the left of the kids club, which sells clothes, bags and various other wares. Worth noting that you can barter with a guy. We're now coming back into the main pool area, and it is worth noting that one of these pools is heated and the other one is not heated. The one that is heated is the one closest to the pool snack bar. The other one is absolutely freezing, which I guess is very nice in summer, but not so good in February. Something else worth mentioning is that the cabanas are free of charge. There is no cost to them. However, they are limited, and with that, people do like to get out and reserve them early in the morning. So if you want one, and especially in the summer when it's extra busy, you need to get up early. What you will find is that the main central area and pool area are flanked either side almost by where the rooms are located. It's almost like a left and a right wing, which are accessed via these paths, as you are not allowed to walk on the grass. Believe it or not, there is greenery on the inside as well. It is real, and it is fed by an irrigation system. As we head down the corridor for the room tour. Firstly, please do excuse the various bottles of lotions and potions that you see on the sides as we walk around the room, because we have already checked in and everyone has put everything where they want it to be. Please do also excuse the cases on the floor there. But first impressions when we came into the room is that it was pretty sizable. So if we go into the corner here, there was a large central area there. Kids have got the double bed there, which usually I would suggest doubles up as a sofa. Me and Claire have the two single beds pushed together. Nice mural. Is it a mural? No, it is wallpaper, but it's in the style of a mural. I think that's a stork, but that's quite nice actually. I like that. Keeps it nice and fresh looking. Unfortunately, we do have a maintenance issue up here, whereby the light is hanging off, but I will pick that up with them later. It's no biggie. Obviously, you've got some nice Moroccan accent in terms of the styling. So we've got the nice floor lamp here in the corner, obviously, as well as the two lamps either side of the bed. The desk is there with the TV above. You would usually have the tea and coffee here, but you do have to rent a kettle, which is the first time I've ever known that to be a thing. Large cupboard for everybody to get their stuff in. As you can see, shelves, safe, more shelves, drawers, somewhere to put your shoes. And to the right will be the hangy side. The shelf at the top, all the coats. Bit odd that you probably see a lot of coats in there, but it was freezing when we left the UK, so that's the reason why we've got all the coats. Into the bathroom. All of this is done in I think this is actual proper marble. But again, an African / Arabian feel to it, with the mosaic style tiles around and nice big central mirror. That marble runs through to the sink area as well. The cleaner has just bought us some new towels as well. Then there's your toilet, there's your bidet, and the blue tiles around the bottom there. And as we walk out to the front, I like this a lot. So as you go out onto the balcony, we are slap bang in front of the pool. So when we checked in, we were met by a very nice man called Saeed, who handed us this. So Saeed is the Easyjet representative for the holiday. And it says on here, we are pleased to invite you to a brief orientation meeting. The session will provide an opportunity to address any questions you may have about your holiday, share practical information, and introduce you to the many wonderful experiences that Agadir and its surrounding region have to offer. So we met him at 6 o'clock last night for that, and to be honest with you, I thought it was going to be a hard sell of all the tours that we got the option to go on, and there's quite a comprehensive selection, but it was not that at all. He just went through everything, didn't put any pressure on us to book anything or do anything. He gave us the time to go away and have a look and think about it. And as a result, we have booked a Agadir city tour, which we'll be doing tomorrow, and we'll also be going down to Paradise Valley, so I'll capture some of that for you guys as well. Right, it's now starting to get toasty warm out there, so I'm going to go in and lie by the pool for a bit and soak up some sun. See you in a bit. So we're going to go down for dinner now and check out the buffet. There's only 2 restaurants here, one being the buffet restaurant and the other one being the a la carte restaurant. We booked the a la carte restaurant for Sunday night. It was a choice of either chicken couscous or beef tagine. All 6 of us naturally have gone for the beef tagine, but in the meantime we will go down and see what the buffet is like. Oh my God, I've walked in and everybody's ready to go. Incredible. Okay, so the buffet restaurant's up on the first floor, and then the a la carte is down in the middle on the ground floor there. I'll tell you what, considering it is only mid-February, this place is very, very busy right now. Everybody's obviously got the same idea as what we had about leaving the terrible English weather and coming over to North Africa. So let me tell you, that was an excellent spread of food. It was probably a far better quality than I was first expecting. The lamb tagine was to die for, just fell off the bone, as you hope a tagine based meat dish would, and the rest of it just tasted so fresh, and the flavours were excellent. The strawberries as well were so sweet, and the orange just had a really nice tang to it, not like you get in the UK. But we've just jettisoned the kids. We're just going for a wander down into Agadir town now. The kids didn't want to come, so it was just me, the wife, Lynn and Steve, Claire's parents. So let's go and have a look, see what we can find. Tell you one thing about Agadir that I've noticed, and I noticed it as soon as we turned up. It is so clean. Everywhere is absolutely immaculate. So we're just walking down towards Agadir Marina, which by all intents and purposes, and what I can tell, is essentially the Moroccan version of Monaco. I don't think it's too much further down here, so I'd say probably about another 5 minutes walk or so. So we've just come back off the main road, just heading towards the seafront, which should lead us down to the marina. But just as we come down, a very nice selection of restaurants. Pizzeria, El Toro, Jade Asian Fusion, and whatever the Player restaurant does. Okay, so we will scratch the idea of going down to the marina. We've been walking for about half an hour, cut down past those restaurants towards the seafront, and it looks like it's about another 20 minutes. And to be honest, I didn't want to leave the kids for that long, so we're going to abort. We're going to go back to the hotel, and we shall try and go down in the day at some point in the next day or two. So we are now back. Just going to see if the kids are okay, and I think we're going to call it a night. So I shall leave it there with you, and I shall see you in the morning. Good morning to you. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to go and grab some breakfast. I've left Claire and the kids in bed, so let's go and check out this breakfast buffet, see what it's got to offer. There's one thing that I'm finding really bizarre at the moment is it's 7:30 in the morning, we're on holiday, and it is still pitch black. The moon is still out in its full glory, and it's literally like it's the middle of the night. Don't think the sun comes up, or the sun rises, until about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And one tip, if you do choose to come to Morocco in the winter months, is that in the morning it is still pretty cold, hence why I've got this jumper on. So make sure you do pack something with some sleeves. Can anybody guess what the date is today? Well, that was very nice. Massive choice of food. Probably too much, to be honest with you, but mix of Moroccan traditional things, loads and loads of pastries. Interesting to see a chocolate fountain as well. Never seen that before in my life. But yeah, I just wanted to get down there a little bit earlier because it can be a little bit awkward when you're trying to film that kind of thing with loads of people around. So, but overall, yeah, really impressed with that. Very much enjoyed it. I've just grabbed a coffee for the wife to take back because, after all, it is Valentine's Day. So that is my romantic gesture for the day. I'm excited this morning. We're off to the souk. We're off to do some shopping in Agadir. It is one of the trips that we booked with Saeed when we first got here. So we're all going to go and see if our negotiation skills are up to scratch. Do you think yours are, Ava?
No.
Oh. I've tried to learn a few Arabic phrases which are relevant for a souk and for negotiation purposes, and Claire is now writing down the exchange rate from dirhams to pounds, so we know that we're not going to get ripped off. I think we've looked out. We paid for the Agadir shopping tour, and I think they've given us the full Agadir city tour, which was more expensive. So we've paid for a cheaper tour, and we've got the more expensive equivalent. So happy days. So we've just got back. That was about a 3-hour morning tour. I think we spent about an hour in the souk. When you do go into the souk, obviously make sure that you barter. We got what we wanted, and Claire's mum got what she wanted as well. And we didn't pay the full initial price, which I think most people would know, but yeah, get your negotiation game right if you are going to come to Morocco and visit the souk. So now I'm going to go and chill by the pool for a few hours with the family. Catch you in a bit. This is so nice. This pool is heated Unlike the one at the back, which is absolutely freezing cold, it is like getting in a warm bath. It's fantastic. So now would probably be a good time to talk about the other dining option you have for lunch and a word on the entertainment team. As well as the main buffet restaurant, you'll also have the option to eat at the snack bar by the pool should you want to and not want to get changed out of your swimwear. And this is located at the back of the main pool area before access to the beach. Essentially, the snack bar offers the same as the main restaurant, but with a limited choice. There's access to a self-serve coffee machine and cold drinks machine, as well as a main food offering which comprises of pizza, chips, a few hot options and a limited salad and dessert selection. Now, I think the entertainment team for us were the highlight of the holiday. I don't think I've experienced a team as engaging and as funny as these guys. They put on some great entertainment on Valentine's Day, and you can see some of the footage here where the hotel put on a cocktail and champagne reception. 5 of the guys who are on the dance group also put on a show every night at 9:30 p.m. They have a programme running every day in the daytime too, which includes dance lessons, darts and archery. There was even a MasterChef competition whereby guests had to make tagine, which was judged on presentation and taste. It really was excellent.
All 3 times, and this time scream louder when we get closer. Scream louder. Okay. Wait. In 3, 2, 1. Say, merci de say. Oh. Okay. Pour l'équipe de Sicile.
So while the rest of the gang are getting ready for dinner, having shows and such like, I thought I'd come and walk down to the beach, or the Corniche de la Plage d'Agadir, to give you an idea of where it is in relation to the hotel. And it's actually right in front of the hotel. The clue's in the name, of course, the Founty Beach. So I'm just going to walk round. Hopefully there'll be a nice man on the security gate to let me out. Here he is, just here. Unfortunately this afternoon it's gone very overcast and really windy, but during sunset it's absolutely stunning. I'll just walk down here a little bit, just so you can get an idea of how long the beach actually is. It's a massive beach, not only in length but in depth as well. That's where we were earlier when we went on the city tour. The Afella is at the top, and you'll see the writing on the side of the hill in Arabic, which I believe is translated as God, Homeland and King. And just at the end there, also just to the right of that hill, is the marina, which is the posh end of Agadir, or the posher end of Agadir, because to be honest with you, if you look at this entire run, it is just filled with 4- and 5-star hotels. But the driver was saying today that you're looking to pay about 200,000 to 300,000 euro for an apartment down at the marina down there. One thing I did forget to mention also is that the hotel does have its own sectioned off part of the beach to keep it specifically for the guests of the Founty Beach. And that there, which is next door to where we are, is apparently going to be an all singing, all dancing 5-star luxury hotel, which is due for completion in the summer. So we're in February now, so we're going to have to get the skates on to get this finished. But I don't know what brand is taking over the property or whether it was going to be an independent, but it's all going off down in Agadir. Good morning, it's the start of another day, and this morning we are off to Paradise Valley up in the Atlas Mountains, about an hour outside Agadir, I think. So it's a 3-hour morning trip that we've booked. I've read quite polarising reviews on TripAdvisor, so I'm not really sure what to expect, but the taxi, or the private minibus I should say, is picking us up at 8:30. It's now about 20 past 8, so let's get cracking. I think we've picked the right day as well, because it is pretty overcast and a bit breezy this morning. So perfect weather for a hike in the mountains. Remember when I said it was chilly and overcast? Not anymore.
Oh, I can't make it into the look part. I just can't extremely love.
I think there's a couple of ways you could take that trip. If you're just renting a car on your own and deciding to go and take a drive down there, you're probably going to be a little bit disappointed. If you have a guide, as we did, and they taught you about Paradise Valley and educate you on the different things about it, it's probably going to be a different experience. The main body of water which you can swim in is hard to get to, and there's a lot of traversing up and down rocks and navigating undulating terrain, so it isn't suitable for everybody. But overall, I would say it was okay. I wouldn't say it was fantastic, but I wouldn't say it was rubbish either. I'll tell you what, it is so warm. It has got so hot, but it is so nice. So with that, I'm going to go and jump in the pool, do a bit of swimming, cool off. We have got the a la carte restaurant booked for tonight, so I shall catch you later. See you there. Evening to you. Time for the a la carte restaurant, 6 beef tagines, yes please. Not expecting too much, but I may be pleasantly surprised, so we'll see how that goes. Reservation at 7, it's now 5:02, so we're just walking down, and I'll see you in there. In fact, I just remembered that the beef tagine I had in the main restaurant was actually quite nice, so it'd be interesting to see what the difference is. Thank you. Moroccan soup is good. Thank you.
Smells good.
It does. Well, I didn't realise it was going to be a 4-course meal. However, my expectations were pretty low, but they were actually exceeded. The only thing I was not a fan of was the wine. The Moroccan wine is probably not for me. But I enjoyed the soup. I thought the chicken pastilla was interesting, something I've never had before, but a very nice eclectic mix of flavours, and the beef tagine was absolutely delicious. And that is it. This is our last night. I will see you in the morning, where I'll do a bit of a breakdown and give a bit of a summary. I'll break down all those costs that I talked about at the start of the video, because I think you will be absolutely shocked at what this cost and the value for money that we got from this. So with that, good night guys, see you tomorrow. Good morning everyone. Well, there we have it. It's our last day here in Agadir at the Iberostar Waves Founty Beach. We get picked up at about 10 to 5 this evening to be taken back to the airport for our flight back to Luton. But what did I think to the Easyjet All Inclusive Package Holiday? Well, if I'm being completely honest, I thought it was a fantastic experience. Easyjet made everything seamless, easy and frictionless with the communication through the app and through their text messaging. I didn't realise I'd have a local representative here called Saeed, who I've mentioned a few times now. He was really helpful and was on hand via WhatsApp should we have required anything. We didn't, luckily, but he was there if we did need it. When it comes to the hotel, I thought that was excellent as well, so full credit to Iberostar and the staff here for making the stay very enjoyable. The food was good. I think you always have a tempered expectation when it comes to all-inclusive cuisine, but there was something for everybody, and the Moroccan offering was really, really nice. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And the a la carte was excellent as well. The hotel is also spotless. The staff do an absolutely amazing job, and the maintenance team were always out and about doing something. I saw some of them painting, I saw some of them repairing some cracked tiles, and the guys that do the landscaping were always out tendering to the grounds, and I think I saw them every single day. They were always doing something. But what really stood out for me was the entertainment team. Without a shadow of a doubt, the best that I've ever come across in my entire life. They were funny, they were engaging, and they did make the holiday truly unforgettable. The kids absolutely loved it, and I have to give a shout out to Khalifa, to Ben, to Ismail, and to Momo. I wish I could remember the name of the rest of the guys, but they do an absolutely amazing job, and they all work so hard, and they always do it with a smile on their face and with loads of energy. So well done, guys. Of course, we also did the 2 trips, an Agadir city tour, which is great if you're interested in the city's history, and a visit to Paradise Valley as well, all booked through the Easyjet rep Saeed. And if you're considering Paradise Valley, as I said on the summary earlier on the video, I'd definitely highly recommend doing it with a guide than doing it on your own. So all in all, a brilliant trip, and Easyjet delivered the hassle-free experience from start to finish. So well done. So what did all this cost? Well, if you just bear with me for 1 minute, because I'm going to work this out on my phone as I talk you through it. The entire package itself for 6 people, now bearing in mind this includes the flights, this includes the transfers and it includes the all-inclusive package for 5 nights, was £2,513. If we divide that by 6 people, that works out to be £418.83 each. Divide that over the 5 nights, works out to £83.76. So, let me just tell you that again. £83.76 per night. That works out to per person. That is absolutely, certainly in my book, that is insane value. And when you think about all the food that you eat, all the drink that you drink, and all the added value things as well, such as the entertainment and the visits to the a la carte restaurant, I think that offers incredible value. So there you have it. That is all from me. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you've been on an Easyjet package holiday. Have you stopped at the Iberostar Waves Founty Beach? Would you consider an Easyjet package holiday after watching this video? And please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, found it of some use to you, and do want to see similar videos in the future. Right, I'm going to go and enjoy the last few hours of sunshine before we have to fly back to the rather miserable weather in the UK. So I'll say one last time, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you all in the next one.